What's going on, everybody? This is Clash in Abaddon. It's a Starcraft arcade map. I reduced the video speed by 3 times because the whole video otherwise would have lasted 90 minutes. Now if you never played this map before, it's basically a tower defense where you have to defend your base against Zerg with 3 other players. After every 10 rounds there is a boss fight, and between those boss fights there are elite waves that will give you extra minerals if you beat them without anything getting through. Each player also gets to choose heroes just before the map starts. Heroes have 2 active skills and 1 passive skill. Heroes also can build towers. Now you also will have a base where you can upgrade towers. And you can also build more probes. Probes will harvest more minerals and gas. You're gonna need minerals and gas to build towers. So it's not just a tower defense game. You have to really economic, you know. When you build more probes, the next probe gonna cost more. Same with tower upgrades. If you upgrade the tower, the next one gonna cost more and more and more. But at the same time, it's getting stronger. With probes you're gonna get more minerals, and that's not all. On top of that, there are altars that heroes can use. I don't know exact cooldown, but between every 3 or 5 rounds you can use those altars. One altar can free every tower and every hero from stun, for example. The other tower will boost, I don't remember exactly, I think it was 20% of attack speed of every tower. So these are really important on boss fights and elite waves. Now, on top of that, every hero will have statue. When you start the game, your hero will spawn next to the statue, so you can use that statue. Statues have also all kinds of skills. One can boost your economic speed, the other can damage Zerg, the other can damage Zerg, the other can damage Zerg, one can slow the Zerg down, you can boost up your main base shield. Another thing, you can only boost up your shield once your base loses health. That health will never come back. Now they made some update to the game that when you have lower player than level 5, if your core base gets destroyed, now the lower players gets the chance to recover. But that only works if you're low level. The statues do have more skills than heroes, and some of the skills even stack up with other players, like for example, reduce damage 50%, and it was a few seconds. It can stack up to 4 times, I think, or 5 even. There are 4 players, but I remember one hero had also some kind of skill that reduced damage 50%. In the past we did survive a few of the boss fights by just stacking up the reduction damage with other players. I probably left out a few things here and there, but if you are just starting this game, then I recommend you go check out the tutorial, which is next to the play button. This tutorial, in my opinion, is really well done. It's short, has a good information, and it will save you a lot of time. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot, and there are probably more things I forget, but the bosses also drop loot, which are tower runes that will upgrade towers or make their special effects last longer or more efficient. And you can't buy these runes. You can buy runes for your towers, and with more you earn minerals, not those game minerals that you can buy you can build towers, but there are different kind of minerals that you can buy new heroes, runes, and better support the towers. Yes, this is a lot of information, and it's not walk in the park. I mean, I had to play like more than 80 games that I could finally reach to wave 60. But I always play with different people. I joined random games. Only later I started joining the channel, and in that game map channel, there you can find good players. But not all of them are ready to join everyone. Now we played on this video on standard difficulty, and it's pretty hard. I haven't done it on expert. I don't think anyone has done it on expert. I could be wrong, but I don't know anyone who has done it. This is a lot of information, but most important thing is you play as a team. Each person will have specific towers, what they will build. Like in this game I was building only cannons. The other two guys were building only obelisks. I should say first, if you don't know, cannons are like they're like heavy single target damage, really good against bosses and heavy targets. Obelisks are like AoE. And the last player was building Stalkers. Stalkers are really good against fast units. In my opinion, it's the best combination. One guy does cannons, the other guy does Stalkers, and last two guys are focusing on Obelisks. Now if you can see, I was building cannons really back where the main base is. Stalkers are next in the middle, and then Obelisks are all on front, because you don't want those AoE guys near cannons, because my single target damage is gonna focus those weak mobs instead of, those towers. You can't control those towers. They're gonna shoot the nearest targets. So ideally it would be like AoE guys gets rid of all the trash, Stalkers will pick up the last ones, and the really last strongest ones are left for the cannons. That's how it should be. Now with that, there are all sorts of different towers. Yes, I was building cannons, but I can upgrade to many different kind of cannons. So if you are building the last towers that are defending the base, best results that I have got was with cards, because cards can basically stun the mobs. They will still do nice damage. Other cannons will do more damage, but they can't stun. If you're the last cannons and you can't kill them, they're just gonna run away. But there's no diminishing returns or anything. You can just continually stun them. If you got like 5 guards there, they all shooting one target, there's no way that Zerg is gonna get him through. I should also point out that that stun and other slowing effects don't work on bosses. As soon as this mob is out of stun, he's gonna be stunned at least. I think it was 3 seconds. If there's a one mob, he's gonna be there until he's dead. And after the gods, I was upgrading them Basalisks. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm gonna put all this down to the descriptions, what we built and what we upgraded those towers to. But I'm also gonna say it right now. So with the guys who were building Obelisks, we're upgrading to, of course, HighTemplar, Twilight Templar, and later to Archons and Enslavers. Stalkers will upgrade to Kites, and later Photons and Chimaira. And the last tower is no point to say, because there's only last tower. Level 4 towers have only 1 tower. Some of the bosses are pretty hard, like hybrids. Well, of course, if you know what to do, then it's not hard, but if a couple of people don't know what to do, it's all of a sudden it's almost impossible. So hybrid, I think, is the one I should talk about. So first of all, hybrids, and also other bosses, like Fatty, has a shield that has to be burnt down before he reaches near your base towers, which are near the Y crossing, which is near your stellar core. If the boss reaches there with full shield, you're not gonna forget about it, you're not gonna kill him. So if you watch the video, we built a whole map full of towers. We built Stalkers and upgraded too. Not Kites, but the other ones. I don't remember the names, but you can check them out and see it on the video. So I basically have done it 2 different ways. I think the easiest way to explain is I also wrote it on video. Now before I do, I'm gonna say what the boss does. The hybrid will split into 2 while he's walking down the 2 paths, and when he reaches near the Y crossing, which is near the stellar core, it's gonna become a 1 again. So at the same time, players will get 2 kind of different debuffs. 2 players will get green, and the other 2 will get red. Now hybrid has a shield. Some of the other bosses also have a shield, and that shield must be burnt down before it reaches near the Y crossing. So the green buffs are burning the shield down. They're not only burning the shield down, they're also making the boss appear, because when the hybrid appears, the whole map will go pitch black and towers can't even see to shoot the boss. The easiest way to do is 1 player will go left, 2 players will go right, and the last player will stay at the base. Now the players who went left and right will stay always on the boss. There is one more thing. There are some minions that need to be killed. At the same time, you don't need to worry about it. The player who stays in the base should be enough to deal with them. Basically, the red debuff will either kill the minions or making them appear. Either the case, if you follow this tactic, it should be easy. I can also go quickly over a few of the other bosses. Like Lurker will stun almost every tower, but before he does, towers will get those like hand marks near them. That means you can click the stun off before the stun appears. So you click the tower, it doesn't get stunned. And also one of the altars can remove stun. So the other boss would say that that brought difficulty for me personally was Leviathan. First of all, so the Leviathan is sniping the stellar core with some kind of, I don't know what the hell they are, some green turds or something. You can even see the line that will go straight line, and the line is clearly shown to the stellar core. But you can block it with your hero. If you block, you only have to block 2 times basically. If you block them, the stellar core won't get damaged, and I think you will get some kind of bonus too. And that's not all. When you block 2 sniping turrets and you survive, the Leviathan will die, and the last wave is gonna be overwhelming. So you're gonna have to use cooldowns, everything you got on the last wave. We usually used the statue skill Rage on the last wave because there's gonna be too many mobs. Sometimes even Rage and Time Bomb. The Time Bomb is reducing the movement speed, and Rage is damaging the mobs. and on top of that you can use altar, use all your skills, slowing effects, damage boost, everything you got, and you should be okay. If you don't, then it's usually game over. And one last thing I wanted to talk about was hero setup. This is also really important. From my experience, there are 3 heroes that are almost a must-have. I'm gonna just go over those 3, which are Void Seeker, Super Guerrier, and Chili Arch. I'm gonna go quickly over it. The last one really doesn't matter, but those 3, those are really important. So I personally was building Void Seeker. Void Seeker is really good because of his ability to boost towers by 40% of damage, and you can use that skill almost at every round, every wave, to be specific. I also said earlier that the heroes have passive skills, so the Void Seeker's passive skill is energy renegation, but that only works if you stand still, so you can see me standing still most of the time because I'm regaining energy faster. I also want to point out that heroes will level up. I don't know if I said it earlier, but heroes will level up and your skills will level up, so they will cost the same, but they will get stronger. One other thing, you can also upgrade your hero a little bit from the main nexus, your base where the bros gather minerals. It's just not game breaking, just moving speed, and you can have more energy and a little bit more regen. Nothing special. I usually don't even use them. So the Super Guerrier is another really good, and Void Seeker and Super Guerrier are free. You don't have to buy them. Some of the other heroes you have to buy those special minerals you're gonna get. So the Super Guerrier has passive detecting invisibility. Some of the mobs are invisible and you don't have to waste your tower spots. You know, you can't just build endless amount of tower. You just have just enough spots where you can build your tower. So where, for example, if you build in the middle, you all stack up, it's really good to have passive invisibility detection, so you don't have to waste those tower spots for that crappy invisibility tower. You can just build some strong, you know what I'm saying, some strong tower there instead. That's not all. That hero also has good slowing effect and tower damaging boost, so it's even better than Void Seeker, I should say. And the last one is Chili Arch. It has a passive skill, I think it was 20%, that towers can do 150% more damage, and that's a really good one. That's probably the main reason it is such a good hero. Now I think I've gone through probably most things here, and I'm sure I left out few, but I'm gonna leave you with that. So enjoy the video, and thanks for watching.